can be hard. Are we born with them, or can we learn them? Many experts say they're actually a mix of the two. When we are born and we start to venture out into the world as a child, we learn these in the home. Then we go further outside of the home to school, and eventually to an academic qualification. And here we learn technical skills. And when we learn technical skills, we begin to forget the soft skills that we learned. Because in all situations, we find ourselves, I alone, I with some other person, or I with a group of people. So what is the common denominator here? The common denominator here is I. There's no wonder why in the English language, I is always with a capital letter. Because I is the most important person in this world. So feel it. When you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning with your weary, sleepy eyes, or at night after a long, dreary day, what is important is I love me. I love you. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you love others? How can you connect with other people? And in everything we do in our life, whatever career we choose, we need to communicate. And we need to communicate effectively. And we do this through different means. We do it through the spoken word, like I'm doing it now. We do it through the written word. We do it with our body language. And body language has to be in sync with the spoken word. What is important is our message is understood. Because it makes no point if you communicate and your audience does not understand. So we have to have a passion. We have to have a passion to love other people. Because if you don't love other people, how can you communicate? So we need to love everything that is around us in this world. So this means I go around and I say yes, yes, yes. No. What is important is we need to learn the basic lesson. We need to learn when to say no. And sometimes this can be very difficult and very hard. We need to have tact. We need to think, sometimes very quickly, other times long and hard. But what is important is that we need to think. And we need to think in all situations, because before we take that step, before we take that leap, we need to know where we are going. That's the way we can build success. But of course, the world is not full of roses, and we have our obstacles, we have our failures. What is then important is that you learn from these particular failures. So we talk of intelligence. Yes, I have so much of an IQ. No, far more important is EQ, emotional intelligence, being able to feel and adjust to situations, to people, to circumstances. Now this requires time. Time is very valuable. Time is also being able to be patient. Now sometimes in your work situation you say, oh, I haven't got the time, I've got deadlines to meet. Sure, but then you need to learn how to manage that time. It is absolutely essential to learn to manage that particular time. Now, to achieve success, it's just there, about to grab it. But to do it on your own, it can be difficult. So what is important is to be a team player, to work with the other people, because then you are able to go much further. What is important in life is to have an open book. To be able to adjust to any circumstance. Find yourself in a meeting and being able to adjust accordingly. Make change. Feel that flexibility, that adaptability. Now, to have all this, we need to be humble. Humility is the greatest virtue of mankind. Because it starts by being able to respect everyone else. And also recognizing our own faults and our own mistakes and learning from them. And once we've learned from these mistakes, what is important is that we need to share these experiences with other people, because that's how we all grow together. So soft skills need not be hard. Soft skills should remain soft, should remain gentle, should remain kind. It should be fun. Play the game fairly. So, I leave you with a final message. Life is simple. Unfortunately, we all complicate it. So to the Sarahs, to the Steves, to the Socrates, even to the Uncle Sams of this world, you and me, Let's keep it simple. Simple. Thank you.